As we heard by Pujya Swami Chinmayananda ji, Yogeshwar Krishna and Dhanurdhar Partha, they have to come together. So those who are Dhanurdhars, they are required to study Gita. They are required to digest its content, and they are required to apply it in their daily life, so that their life will be successful and meaningful, as well as they will serve the society. Because every young man, in some point of his life, at some point of his life, becomes Arjun. Arjun in first adhyaya of Gita. Creator of Arjuna Vishada Yoga. So he is perplexed. He doesn't know what to do. He wants to know. Yash Shreyas Than Bruhitan me Shishasteyam Shadimam Tvam Prapanna. So he doesn't know. Yadva Jayema Yadivano Jayayuhu Yaneva Hatvana. Whether we will win or not, and whether by killing those without whom we cannot live, we will be happy or not. This dilemma is not only the dilemma of Mahabharata war. Every person encounters it in his life, and especially the youth, when they, with their whatever education, knowledge they have received, and with their aspirations regarding the life, aspirations regarding society, country, nation, they step into active life. They are faced with this challenge. Because the world about which they have learned from their books and in the confines of their college campus, in that atmosphere, whatever aspirations they have imbibed, the harsh reality of world poses a challenge. What I should do, what is right, what is wrong. And Bhagavad Gita is the only message, because Bhagavad Gita is both acme and essence of Bharatiya knowledge. Sarvopanishado gavo dogdha gopalanandana. The crux and summary of Bharatiya experience, Bharatiya knowledge, Bharatiya spirituality, everything, it is summarized in Bhagavad Gita. If you understand Gita, if you learn Gita, understand it, then you may not read any other thing. Because everything has been brought into. And that is the only guide. So, the Gita's first message to everybody is, do not run away. You are not allowed to leave the Ranangana. You must face, yes, there is problem. But you try to avoid it, it will not leave you. At some point of your walk, it will grab you. You cannot save yourself by running away. You will be unsuccessful, you will be criticized, you will be defamed, nor here nor there. That will be your condition. You have to face it. I heard once one sentence of Swami Chinmayananda ji. Solution of the problems doesn't lie to the left of the problem, to the right of the problem. It lies through the problem. So whatever problems, whatever situation you are into, you have to face it squarely. courageously, with strength. When Arjuna posed all these questions, the questions were very valid ones. Whatever he has described as bad effects of war, they are there. He is right. That happens after war. And therefore he wants to run away. He doesn't want to fight. Krishna starts telling him, Kutatvam kashmalamedam vishame samupasthitam anarya jushtam astvargyam akirtikaram arjuna klaipyam masmagram partha kshudram hridaya darubalyam shed away your weakness. That is weakness. If the way you are thinking is itself weakness. You have no choice. You have got a situation. We cannot choose what situations we can. Yes, we can plan for the situations to happen in our life, but no one can guarantee. Anything may happen. You have to face anything and everything. By running away, you will not save yourself. You have to face it squarely, and therefore you have to be strong in heart. The hridaya daurbalyam will not do. That is the salient feature of youth. They don't have hridaya daurbalyam. The yuva who has got that daurbalyam in his hridaya, weak in his courage, not able to dare others, he will not be a yuva. Yuva is not only an age, it is a pravritti. There are many young men with white hair and many elders in black hair. So Krishna says, don't bring about this weakness. Be strong. Because there is no use running away. You have to face it. What fears do you have? You fear that they will die or you will die. Then again Swamiji said in the short skit we witnessed, death is not a problem. Because what was, is and will be. What has come afterwards will go. Na sato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate sataha. This is the fact of life. The world, there is an appearance which always changes, and there is substance which never changes. That substance is there. Before creation it was there. During creation it is there. After creation only that substance will remain. And that substance is everything which expresses itself as different appearances. Difference is caused by our own difference in our sights, our drishti. But don't go by appearances. Firmly catch hold of the substance. Then you will understand that there is nothing to fear. You cannot destroy that. And you are that, therefore nothing can destroy you. Appearances, they will be destroyed. That always changes. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grunnani naro prani. It is like changing your clothes. It is like seeing new places. Don't be afraid of that. Do your duty. And realize that Atman, firmly catch hold of it, and forget your bodily aspirations of mind, aspirations of your ego, aspirations of your buddhi. They are secondary and intransient. You should Get yourself firmly planted in your Atman. Always conscious of that. Don't hanker after rewards. Career. We are after career. But what is career? Career is not success. There is no failure. Gita says there is no failure. Hato va prapsasi swargam, jitva va bhokshase mahi. One who plants himself firmly in his own Atman, in Paramatman, and sheds away all the outward considerations, there is no failure for him. If he loses, he will get very good afterlife. If he wins, his life in this world will be more prosperous and will be well known. No failure. Edison was approached by journalists. One of them asked, Mr. Edison, you discovered this, invented this light bulb, but I hear that it was your 1,000th attempt. What is the reason of failure of your 999 efforts? Edison said, I did not fail 999 times. Each time I found a new way as to how not to make light bulb. So I learned something. Failure is not something like a loss. It teaches us something. And life is endless, life goes on. Existence, the substance is eternal. So you will get next chance. You have to improve yourself and face the next chance. So, do your duty. Don't hanker after rewards. Don't compete. Do your duty. Do your kartavya. Understand yourself, what you have to do. Youth are easily swayed by fashion. Because there is an outward attraction. All right, it is the nature of youth, but you have to sometimes stop and think whether everything that is in fashion is right, is true, is beneficial. And if not, you should not be afraid to walk your own way. Sometimes you have to go downstream, sometimes you have to go upstream. And whole world is taking one way. If you take some other way, they will criticize you. They will make you a target. In today's language, they will troll you. But don't be afraid. Because you must have that viveka. What is right, what is wrong. What we have to do, we are not alone. This Atman is Paramatman, it pervades everything and everyone. Whatever we do affects everyone, and whatever others do affects us. The existence is one. So we live to contribute to that. Because we derive everything in our life for everything. That is a cycle. That cycle has been described in Gita. Annat bhavati parjanyat yajna sambhava. Like that, cycle is there. You do something. You do it for tyaga, for others. Therefore, there is production. Therefore, the life is sustained. And this life is sustained, it should work to perform those yajnas. What is our goal of life? My career, Lord says, I don't have anything to do. There is no kartavya for me. I am isolated from everything. I need nothing. I am completing myself. I don't need to perform karma. But I perform them because yadyada charati shrestha tattadeveto rojana. The srushti should go on. The show should go on. In that going on properly, it progresses and it reaches back to me. There is no cause to despair. There is no doom for Srushti. Srushti has been created due to descent of the divine. And its direction is again going back to the divine. So all will be well. Through all the trials and tribulations, the end result, everything will be all right. So you have to contribute to this ascent of our Srushti. So what is my career? Yes, I work for me because I have to enable myself to do these duties. But by doing my duty, I will contribute to universal life. The life is also a yajna, wherein you give something to the devatas, the forces that run the Srushti. If you keep on giving, even if you don't give occasionally, they will give you back. Without offering to them, if you live for yourself only, you are a papi. You will have some punishment. So don't live for yourself alone. Live for loka sangraha. That is what Lord says. I don't have to perform anything. But I do it because people will follow me and they should not be led astray. Loka sangraha is, do not let people go on the wrong way. Do not let them be unmargagami, let them be sanmargagami. That is the work. So I live, I earn, I make myself able, I enable others. My being able is for enabling others. That should be the goal of life. I pursue a particular career. I become a doctor to serve others. I become an engineer to serve others. Whatever I do it for the benefit of whole universe. I start with my locality. That is how we have to set goal in our life. We must have a goal. And more magnificent the goal, more magnificent will be our progress. Success and failure doesn't matter. It gives meaning to all our efforts. That is what Gita says. You go on. There is no failure. Those are only steps which will lead you to success and meaningfulness one day. That is the Swadharma. Anywhere in Bharat, if you go, even a unlearned man, a peasant, a kisan, a farmer, or a rickshawala, if you ask him, why are you doing this? Don't do this. So the people will say, no, I have to do this. It is my dharma. The farmers of Bharat did not farm their lands for their own profit only. they say that to grow something in our farms and feed others is our dharma. So Krishi is dharma of a farmer. The health service, the other day someone said health service is so many trillion industry. It is not a trillion industry. Education is 3 trillion. Bharat education is 3 trillions. But that is not its value. That is dharma. Jnanarjan and Adhyapan. Seeking, obtaining knowledge and distributing it to others. That is dharma. Treating everybody is dharma. In old days, there used to be a Vaidya. There was no allopathy at that time. There used to be a Vaidya for 10 to 15 villages. He was never paid. Whenever if he knows that someone is ailing in some village, he has to go and treat him. People used to produce so many things and give some to that Vaidya. So he could lead his life securely. But the treating was dharma. Treating was not a business. It is not commerce. Life is not vyapara, commerce. Life is pyar. We love this universe. We live to let others live. That is the message of Gita. But this is all very well, standing before an audience and shouting in the mic. This we have to do, and to do this we have to cultivate ourselves. Three meanings. Kaushalam means you have to perform your karma without any aspiration of reward. Karma phala. Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. And you have to do your duty and dedicate the outcome to Paramatman. That is Kaushal. Kaushal is also excellence. And Kaushal is also doing a particular thing without disturbing others. Yoga karmasu kaushalam. And also samatvam yoga uchyate. You may do so many things. You may do them correctly. Taking care of all the 4 factors, adhishthanam, tatha karta, karanam cha chaturvidham, karanam cha prathak vidham, vividhasya prathak cheshta. But there is daivam chaiva attar panchamam. And normally, taking care of all the 4 factors, the 5th one follows. But also it may not follow. That may happen. So in 1857, our ancestors did their best. They offered their lives. But they were not successful apparently. But the struggle did not vanish. The tradition continued. One of the leaders, Bahadur Shah Jafar, he was sent to Mandale. There he died. But to the last breath, he aspired for freedom of Bharat from British. Nana Sahib Peshwa, he was exiled in Nepal, self-exiled in Nepal. But before going there, he wrote a letter to British officers. Said, don't hope that I will surrender. To my last drop of blood, I will fight and strive to get you out of our country. After failure also, they did not stop doing their duties. So in the worldly vision, they were unsuccessful, but they were not successful. They became inspiration for the coming generations. What we got in 15 August 1947 was the cumulative effect of efforts started from there. So, you have to do it selflessly, without expectation of reward, with samatvam, with balance. Dukheshu anudvignamana, sukheshu vigataspruha. In the times of sorrow, you are not udvigna. Your mind is at calm. You are not agitated. And sukheshu vigataspruha. In the times of bliss, you don't aspire for more or the byproducts like name and fame. Hanumanji, when he went to Ayodhya after war with Ravana, Sita ji gave him that pearls and he started breaking each pearl and looking into it. Why are you looking like that? Your monkey nature is exhibiting itself. He said, no, I want to find Ram. If there is no Ram in this, I don't want this. I am not concerned with my honor or what I get. I am concerned with Ram. Sukheshu vigataspruha. Vita raga bhaya krodho. You should not act out of anger, fear, or undue love, attraction. You should be away from all this and very coolly you should decide to fight or not to fight. Yuddhasva vigata jvaraha. You have to fight. You do fight. But don't involve yourself in that. You are fighting for dharma. You are not fighting because your antagonist is your enemy. Not so. For the establishment of dharma, he should be destroyed. That is why he is not my enemy. There is one drama in Hindi, Andha Yug, on Mahabharata war. So, in the last scene, Gandhari gives a sharp to Sri Krishna, that the manner in which you have annihilated my Vamsha, you will also, by your own hands, annihilate your own Vamsha. Then Krishna says, you are not given sharp, you have foretold a future. This is ordained to happen. So I am not angry. But just go on the Kurukshetra and see, you will find the corpses which are being eaten by dogs and wolves. You will find me in each corpse. All the blood that was spilled in the Ranangan, it is still there. In each drop you will find my blood. So Krishna was the sutradhar of all this. But he had love for each one and everyone. But his duty, whatever had to be done, had to be done. With this attitude we should face the life. And this requires a preparation. And therefore, this samatvam, kausalam and nishkamata, we have to practice. We have to all this as a worship of the divine, worship of the one. And therefore, Gita recommends many things. If I try to tell you everything, this 1 hour will not suffice. But just a sample. The 3 tapas: Sharir, Vachik, Manas. Sharir is pertaining to our body. Manasik to mind. And Vani is the product of our vichar, buddhi. We have to prepare our sharir, man, buddhi for this worship. And Gita says, Deva Dvija Guru Pradnya Pujanam Shaucham Arjavam Brahmacharyam Ahimsacha Shariram Tapa Urchate. The Devas, the people who have some vibhuti, Yadyad Vibhuti Vat Sattvam, Mama tejangsha sambhava. That has been said in Gita. So some very alaukik qualities are there. Some people have them. They are devas. Dvija. Those who have dedicated themselves after some thought, decided to dedicate their life to some sadhana, finding truth, serving people, dvija. Guru, those who guide us, they are gurus. They are better than us, they are larger than us, they are gurus. And prajna. Prajna are specialists. We have to worship them. This worship is not with the akshata pushpam. No, not like that. Pujanam is Shivo Bhutva Shivam Yajet. You have to become like them. Or for that, you have to go to them, sit with them, talk with them. Shraddhaya, Pranipatena, Pariprashnena, Sevaya. You have to obtain what they have for your preparation. Deva Dvija Guru Prajna Pujanam Shaucham. Your intentions should be pure. Shaucham is pavitrata. Outside, inside. Arjavam is saralata, not crookedness. Otherwise, people go and then test. Oh, you should go with. Sometimes people come for Shastrartha. Sometimes people ask to disprove what one wants to tell. These are all machinations. It shows crookedness of our mind. You should go and straightway, with nothing in your mind, just to know, just to learn, you have to submit yourself to them. Brahmacharyam. So you have to keep your indriyas in your own position. They should be restrained. You have to rein them in. Because if you want to study, you have to keep television away. In our days, when there was examination, for 1 month nobody went to see the films. Why? Because, pariksha, test is there. So you have to restrain yourself, adjust yourself, align yourself to your goal. That is brahmacharya. Ahimsa cha. And while doing this, you should not disturb others. This is sharirata. And then anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priyam hitam chayat. You should utter words which will not create any disturbance. On the contrary, they will create calm. They will create happiness. They will create joy. They will not create any rift between people. You have to talk like that. Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priyam hitam chayat. If you try doing this, you will find it is very difficult to combine everything. Satyam priyam hitam. If you want to talk about hitam, you have to talk very frankly. Sometimes it becomes very biting. If you want to talk priyam, you cannot tell truth. But there is a law, satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat, ma bruyat, satyam apriyam, priyam cha na anrutam bruyat. So goody talk will not do. You have to talk what is right and true. It should not be angering anybody, but it should be very clear, straightforward. And it should bring about some good. For that, you need to have swadhyaya. Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priyam hitam chayat swadhyayabhyasanam chaiva. So you have to study, you have to know what people say, how they say it. You have to read books. Read slowly, digest every paragraph, digest every sentence, apply it in your practical life, realize whatever the sara is, whatever the essence of that vakya sentence is. That is Swadhyaya. And for that you have to practice Abhyasanam. This is Vangmayam Tapo Uchyate. This purifies your thought process. It purifies your mind also. And further, what is that? Bhava Samshuddhi Ditya. Your bhava should be pure. And to make it pure, Manah Prasadam. You should always keep your mind happy, never depressed, always positive. Always there should be smile on your face. You have to practice it. We find so many things which can disturb us, which anger us. But somehow we have to keep samatvam. And when there is samatvam, there is prasadam. Also, it brings about saumyatvam. Manaprasadam, saumyatvam, maunam. Not talking, not literally not talking, talking properly at proper time to proper persons, at proper place. That is maunam. Because man is an expressive being. Right from childhood, he wants to bring about some sound. Learn everything. In every topic, whether he knows it or not, he has to talk. You go in buses, in railways, you will find it. People start giving advices from Stalinji to Bidenji, everybody. They have not seen the Chennai city itself, but they will talk like that. Because man is an expressive animal. This urge you should control. Maunam, for that, Atma Vinigraha. For that you have to control yourself. This brings about the Bhava Samshuddhi. This is the Tapo Manasa Uchyate. This is one of the prescription of Gita. But this, if only this prescription you take and act on it, it will bring about sea change in your life. See change in the result of what you do. Like that, with tapas, with parishram, you should proceed. So, jnana, bhakti and karma. You should have that jnana of oneness, of the imperishability of the truth of existence. You should connect yourself, yoga, bhakta, those who are not vibhakta are bhaktas. You should always be connected there. Acting in this world, connected there. Like the astronauts who come out in space, out of their rocket, out of their spacecraft, and they just go here and there, repair something. But they are always connected to the main. They are their own spacecraft. You should be connected. That is bhakti. And you should have action. All talk and no action, nothing will happen. You know everything, you are connected and you do nothing. That is not Dhanurdhar Partha. The Dhanusha of Partha is symbol of action. That Sharam Chapam Visrujya, Partha was in moha. He had shed away his arms and sat near his ratha. I will not fight. You have to lift it again and you have to prepare to face, prepare to be facing the war. This is what Gita says, and this is very, very useful for yuvas. Yuva have to do all these things. Because they are going to lead their life. A retired person may read Gita, okay, he will do something, But how many years he has got to act? The next generation has to face the coming world. Say, everybody, and I wish you, everybody, 120 years of good life, healthy life. But still, those who are beyond 70, they have got only 50 years. And those who are below 30, they have got 90 years. They are going to shape the world coming. So this Gita is particularly for the Yuva. If you want to be successful in your own life, if you want to contribute to the society, if you want to make the world better, and we all aspire for that, I know. Yuva, they have big dreams. That all those dreams are killed by this situation. But if you learn Bhagavad Gita, if you digest it, you will not let the world kill your dreams and you will proceed with your plans successfully to the benefit of all and everything. Bhagavad Gita is for youth. Bhagavad Gita is for those who want to act. And therefore, action should be on the basis of jnana. And jnana and karma both should be based on bhakti. If you have jnana and no bhakti, Ravana was Mahagani. Actually, in one Ramayana, the narration says that Ram asked Lakshmana to go to Ravana on his deathbed in the Ranangan and learn from his public administration skills. He was the best administrator of his time. Veda Shastra Sampanna he was. But there was no bhakti. So there was no prema. So there was ego, ahankar. And therefore, we don't worship Ravana. We worship Ram. And karma without bhakti is vikshipta karma. Karma of a lunatic. When you return from some outside work, you come to your home and ask for a glass of water. You will get the glass of water filled with water. With that, a larger container, a jug of water, and you have just come from outside, so there will be little some jaggery or some sweet. So on empty stomach you should not eat, so you should eat some sweet. You go to hotel and ask for a glass of water. The waiter will look at you, oh, he will not pay, he will just take water and go away. Like that he will grasp 4 glasses, crash them on your table, and then tell the man on the accounts, khaya piya kuch nahi, jane do. He did not eat anything. He just took water, let him go. Both give you water. Karma is the same. But in your own home, you get it with bhakti. In hotel, you get it without bhakti. Vikshipta karma. For anything to succeed, it should have this triveni of jnana, karma, bhakti. And then lastly, Gita doesn't impose on you all these things. Bhagavan says, Vimrushya etad aseshena. Yathechasi tataku. I have told you everything completely, absolutely, without leaving everything out. Now you think. You choose. Choice is yours. And every youth knows the right choice is the most important thing. Those who choose Bhagavad Gita, they will create Deva Srishti. Those who do not go against it, they will create Rakshas Srishti. Both have their own place in our Srishti, and both are always standing before each other with their arms ready for Mahabharata war. So those who wish to be on the side of Devas must have Bhagavad Gita, must have Yogeshwara Krishna. To have Yogeshwara Krishna, first they have to become Partha Dhanurdhar. The Vishwarupa Darshan was given to only 3 persons: Sanjaya, Dhritarashtra and Arjuna. Even Bhishma Pitama did not witness. And after that, it is said that Harita got it. Why so? Because to have that darshan, we have to be Dhanurdhara Partha first. So if your choice is on the Deva Sanskriti side, please start becoming Dhanurdhara Prapta from today. Our life is not for our own sake. It is for myself, definitely. It is for my family also. It is for my society, my nation also. I should design it in a way that I serve all the 3 simultaneously. For that, I have to have those tapas and prepare myself. And then, when the time comes of Mahabharata war, without involving ourselves into Vishada Yoga, in Moha, we will fight, we will become victorious. I wish you all that victory, and thank you for listening patiently. I am not the authority. Actually, Mitranji is authority. Whatever I hear from him and persons like him, I have just repeated something before you. If you feel it is right, please think about it. If not, forget it. Thank you.
Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave